enough. Good evening, YouTube, in the Tribe of the Horror Realm. We're back with, well, we had to redo it because I accidentally deleted it. But Teresa's Alphabet of the Damned, letter B, the one you've all been waiting for. So I guess it depends. Some people like her Alphabet of the Damned. You like Teresa Talks Terror. Maybe need your own segment. Alright, sweetie, so you did letter B. Oh, here's your DVD.
Thank you. You did The Body Snatcher. This is a good movie. I liked it. It had one of my two favorite icons of terror. Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff in this movie. Boris Karloff played a man named Catman Gray, and Bela Lugosi played a man named Joseph. And also one of the main characters was Henry Dennell, who played Dr. McFarlane. This movie was very, very good. I liked the storyline. Boris Karloff, he just gives off this creepy man vibe every time I see him in a movie. But in this movie, it was kind of different. He had a soft spot for children and animals.
But not in that creepy man sort of way for
Yeah.
children.
Henry Daniel, who played Dr. McFarlane, he had a very cold side to him, which Boris could see, who played Mr. Gray. And Bela Lugosi played Joseph, was Dr. McFarlane's handyman. He didn't speak much in the movie. But basically the storyline is that there's this little girl who got in an accident, a car accident, and she couldn't walk. So the mother brings her to Dr. McFarlane because he's known to be one of the best doctors in the world, and basically he does this operation on her that puts her back together. He resets the spine or whatever, so she can walk again. But the thing is that his bedside manner is just awful. He's very cold, and after the operation is done, she won't walk, and he comes to her in such a cold manner and saying, "Come on, child, you can get up and you can walk." And he's frightening the child more than helping her along. But in the beginning of the movie, she meets Mr. Gray, and he makes her smile. And he said she likes his horse, and he said that one day his horse would turn and smile at her. Now, as the movie goes along, you get to see different sides of Mr. Gray and how he feels with animals and stuff like that. And basically, it's called The Body Snatcher because Mr. Gray would get bodies from Mr. McFarlane to work on, dead bodies, from the graveyard, then it later turns into murder. So, Mr. Gray does get into Mr. McFarlane's head. But I'll just tell you, I don't want to give away the ending, but I'm just saying, there's one scene near the end of the movie. The girl can hear the galloping of feet, and she moves to see if she can see the horse, because she remembers what Mr. Gray told her. That's all I'll say. It was a great movie. If you ever have a chance to see it, you'll love it. It's an awesome movie.
Um, the movie itself has to be considered one of Karloff's finest performances. He was able to give a lot of depth to the character. You can say what you want about Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein. Um, this one's right up there, his performance. Like Teresa said, he had a lot of layers to him. Here's a guy who seemed somewhat remorseful about his actions. Um, he was one where there's a scene where he does kill someone, and a cat meanders up immediately afterwards, and he stops to pet the cat. And through conversations with McFarlane, this guy's got he understands his lot in life, and he enjoys having certain power over someone as powerful as this doctor. Um, he just did an outstanding performance. Lugosi was at the end of his, not the total end where he was doing like Bride of the Monster and such, but he was definitely about that point where he was a little drug-addled, and it wasn't one of his finest performances. He tried to do what he could, and Karloff worked with him as much as he could. But so it's not an outstanding performance by Lugosi. Henry Daniell, who plays kind of like the snobbish, know-it-all, well-to-do Englishman, is spot on. Was fantastic. And of course, this movie was a throwaway film for the studio, and it was, for a low-budget or no-budget film, it looked like a big box office film because of it was handed to Val Lewton, who of course did films like The Cat People, I Walked with a Zombie, and numerous other ones. So he was able to take something really small and make it seem a lot more grandiose. This was you can actually find this DVD individually, but it's actually paired off with I Walked with a Zombie. But this is also part of the Val Lewton horror collection box set, and it's definitely worth grabbing. Definitely one of the hidden gems if you haven't had a chance to see this film. Anything else?
It's just a really good movie. I enjoyed it.
Words to the wise, huh? Thank you very much for watching.
Bye.